Hey friends, my name is Wendy. If you're new around here, I'm excited that you've joined me. We are going to do a little bit more organizing today, but first I want to address just a few questions and comments and things that I've received over the last few weeks. So, are we turning into just a crafty organizing channel? Because I don't know what has happened, but y'all are into it. It's been crazy. You guys are loving this whole series I've been doing. In fact, I've gotten emails asking how do you organize embossing folders? What are you going to do to organize, your 6x6 and your 6x8.5 and what's all that going to look like? And I've kind of been overwhelmed with wow, people are really interested in this. I mean, I've done maybe 2 or 3 crafting videos or craft room organization videos in the last 5 years, and I'm just kind of on a streak right now, and I feel like you're on it with me and we're just doing the thing. And instead of me trying to do one big giant long video for you, I've just been breaking it up into segments because I feel like that's what's realistic for everybody. How many of us can just spend 2 days organizing and getting stuff all put together and how we want it? I can't, that's just not my life. So what I've been doing is every time I get into my craft room and I'm not crafting or working on a background investigation, I did my first interview. Well, okay, we're getting off track. We'll talk about that in a minute. So I have brought you along every time I've gotten in here to just do small segments, and that's the same thing we're going to do today. But I want to answer a couple questions. The embossing folder organization is coming. I'm going to have to come up with that because I don't really know what I'm going to do. So if you're watching this video and you have ideas for me on how to organize embossing folders, please drop me a comment and let me know and give me a link. Don't just say something vague. Give me information of where I can go look at it, and then we'll be able to decide what we're gonna do. Okay, the biggest question I've been getting is what size are all of the containers I've been buying and using? Where have I gotten them? What are they? Will it fit this paper? Will it fit that paper? Will it do this? Will it do that? So what I'm hoping for today is to answer those questions. I'm going to go around my room and show you some of my different containers, like this one, for example, that I just got on Amazon. We're going to use to organize some stamps and dies today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you a resource guide that will be forever growing. So what I think I'm going to do, I kind of probably have to think about it a little bit, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a PDF that's a resource guide for organizing with my links. They will be affiliate links because y'all, that's what helps pay my bills. I'm not saying that you have to purchase these items through my links, but if you do, it does give me a little help, kickback. But if you can utilize something else in your space, which I've done a ton of, in this reorganization, refresh, remodel thing we've done, I have reutilized so much stuff because it just makes sense. Why go buy something brand new? You know what I mean? So silly. So if you can repurpose, do, right? So that's what we're doing. As I look around this room, there's still so much left to do. There's so many things I want to tidy up and make better and make more efficient. And we're going to get there, but we're just going to do it one piece at a time. Now, my very favorite comments that I have received, one was from my friend Linda Fisher. And I feel fine saying her name because her full name is in her YouTube comment thing, her YouTube name. And she said, "You've inspired me to clean up my room a little bit at a time, and so I'm doing it with you." So if you're redoing your space with me, if you're working on little spaces at a time as you can get to them, I would love, love, love to know about that So I have a Facebook group that is free to anybody. It's called the Creative Vault. I have a membership that's a paid membership. You can be part of the membership for 21 days for free, and then you have to pay after that. All of my classes and stuff are in there for the most part. There's a couple that aren't, but like my Mega Funfold classes, and I've got some other older classes and PDFs and stuff like that. It's all in the vault. But you don't have to be a Creative Vault member to be in the Creative Vault Facebook group. I just didn't know what else to really name the Facebook group, but I wanted it to be like a hangout place for us. So I'm going to link to the Facebook group below. Join the Facebook group, and then if you're kind of on this little crafty makeover journey with me, post your photos, like your before and afters. Wouldn't that be fun to like see everybody's before and afters of their little spaces? Not your whole room. Please, people, who are we? Like, come on. But just sections, areas that bug you, that you're like, this could be so much better. I have a long list. That's the other thing I need to do, is I need to sit down and just do like a brain dump list of all the things I want to do in here, so that when I do have a little bit of time, I'm not in here sitting, looking around, trying to figure out what to do next. So join the Facebook group. It's free. I just want somewhere to be able to connect with you guys, because I try to look at the YouTube comments, but sometimes it's hard, or I'm getting busy. And then also, I don't know if you've noticed, but your girl here has been posting on the YouTubes a lot. And so it's just hard to keep up with all the comments. So what I'm going to say to you is, that resource guide isn't complete, okay? I'm going to post what I have for now. If you're out there and you're like, well, what is this thing? Email me and say, hey, yo, Wendy, I want to know what this thing is, where you got it, what you use it for, or something, whatever it is. And I'll add it to, so just think of the resource guide as a living document that it's going to be updated and changed, and we're going to, you know, add things to it as we go. And then join the Facebook group. Of course, join the Creative Vault for 21 days for free if you want to, link below. And then what else was I going to tell you today? I feel like the other thing is, I did have just a couple people be like, you haven't been crafting as much. Because, you know, you always have that situation where like you do something a little different for a while and people are like, what's happening? I actually am crafting. You just don't really know it, because like in the Creative Vault, this last Thursday, we had an almost 2 hour, I think it was an hour and 40 minute long live event where we crafted. In fact, I colored, see that? Ooh, ooh. So isn't this beautiful? This is from Honeybee. This is Zelia's English Garden, and it's gorgeous. Zelia's. Anyway, so I'm going to make a card with that. So I have been crafting, probably not as much, but you know, you can only do so many things at one time. Okay, so now let's talk background investigation situations. So for those of you who don't know, I did a video a while back that kind of went what they call VFM, viral for me, which just means like more than 40 people looked at the video. So basically, it's called Starting Over. That's the name of the video. It's a while back, and I just explained that like the crafting industry, card making industry is really hurting. BT dubs on that note. Crafty Meraki is closing, or it's actually pronounced Crafty Meraki, but I just love the way Crafty Meraki sounds. Bindu is very sweet, and I'll give you a link below the video if you want to shop her closeout sale. She's closing down business after 5 years. It is so sad what's happening. Like, it's just one after another. And I got an email today from another company that I have been an affiliate with that is not a card making company, but they create the photo backgrounds for like photography and video. So, you know, when on my videos where you see my hands in the video and there's the gray mat that I'm crafting on, it's from this company. It's actually not a mat. It's just like a hard surface. It's called Replica Surfaces. And they're going to do a big sale coming up. I think this coming weekend. I'll try to have their link below for you also. Again, I'm an affiliate, but unless you're a card maker doing like photos and videos, it probably isn't something you would be interested in. Unless you take photos of like jewelry or crocheting, or, you know, if you take photos of like your craft. My husband's pulling up, so my dogs are barking. We're gonna just live with it because that's how we get videos done these days. Anyway, so they're in trouble. Like, they sent out an email and they're like, we're in trouble. It's not good. So I think we're just seeing this for small businesses across the board. It's heartbreaking. And so I talk about that in the starting over video, which is all to say that my income through card making isn't what it used to be. And hey, stop it. For reals. Like, they don't know who the man is. So I had to pursue another avenue. So basically I have like 2 part-time jobs now. So I have my card making part-time situation happening, which I kind of have just gone back to doing this for fun and things that bring me joy. And I still am working for Honeybee Stamps. They're amazing. And I'm an affiliate with lots of places. But what I'm getting at is affiliate sales are just down so much that I had to look into something else. So when I was a little girl, the thing I always wanted to be was a lawyer or a police officer. And so this little job that I'm doing gives me like this little joy, spark of joy in this industry, in that industry. It's not really an industry, I guess, in that line of work. I had to get a certification from the state of California approving me to do this. So I am a background investigator now for law enforcement applicants. So when a police officer applies to, or a non-police officer, say he's just gone through training, then he applies and wants to become a police officer somewhere, that there has to be a background investigation, and that investigation is regulated by the state of California through post. I'm gonna let my dog in this room before she makes me scream. Hold on. Okay, I got her in. It'll be a matter of minutes before the other one is barking at the door wanting to come in. Story of my life, people. The in and the out, and the in and the out with the dogs. So, anyway, I became a certified background investigator, and I'm working for a firm out of the Bay Area, and I did my first case. I got my first investigation, and I have a mentor. He's amazing, super sweet guy who lives locally to me, and I just have been so blessed by him and his wife. They are such sweet people. He's a retired police officer, and he really encouraged me to do this. He was like, you would be good at it. And anyway, long story short, I'm doing it. I did my first case and got it all submitted, and I feel really good about it. So we'll see what happens from there. Like, you know, just we'll see. And it's cool because you can work on it at your own pace, at your own time. I don't have to take a case. I can take more cases if I want to. Not right now because I'm still learning and I'm new. So they don't want to overwhelm me. So I'll do a few, just one at a time before I start feeling confident in taking on multiples. So basically that's the status of that. That's where I'm at. So let's get organizing. I'm going to show you what we're going to do. So hold on, I'm going to turn you around. Okay, so let's talk more about this area. Have we talked to this area to death? I don't know. So on our resource guide, I'm going to give you the links to all of these bins down here below. These are the multi-purpose storage bins. So I'm going to give you the links to those. There's small, which just means it's more narrow. And then there's medium. Okay. Then on this row is where we still kind of have a mess going on. And then up here we got more organized. So let me show you. Hold on. Sorry, I hope I'm not making you sick. I'm not very good at this kind of filming, guys. I'm used to a camera that just sits still. So I'm just going to ask for your patience. Okay. So these bins, hold on, I'm gonna hold one out here for you. So these bins were what I had my stamps and dies in, okay? I wanna show you the difference in size. Nope, I lied, it's not that one. That one's even a different size. It's these ones. So this is what they were, and see how deep it is, and it's not very short, it's not very long, okay? So let me show you the difference. I gotta move some stuff around. Here's the difference. Hopefully, I'm gonna zoom you out a little. So see how much longer this one is? This is way longer. It's not as tall. And it's a little bit more narrow, but not much. But it's longer. So it fits more stamps and dies. Does that make sense? So what we're gonna do is I got 2 more of them. So I had ordered 4. I got 2 more. 2 I don't think is gonna fit up here. So let me see. So I think what's gonna have to happen, I've got nails over here. I think what's gonna have to happen is this thing. This is from Stamp and Storage, and this has dies. It's really heavy, so I'm gonna set it down. This has dies in it, and I think I'm gonna just reorganize them into these bins and just put them in just like they are, but sideways, because they will fit in here sideways. See that? They won't fit this way. But I would really like to organize them. I don't know. We're gonna have to think about it. We're gonna have to think about it. Okay, so I can fit 1 more. Wouldn't it be nice if I could fit 1, if I could, there's just no way. We'll have one falling off the end. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna move these ones down. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna move these ones down. And I'm gonna put this one here. Because we know it's gonna get filled up. We know it is. So the way I have them divided right now is using just these labels that I made. It's just cardstock that's laminated. Learned this from the old Jennifer McGuire, JM. And I just labeled them. So that's it. So they're just popped in. So these are all honeybee. Both of these are honeybee. I took my everything, my stencils and everything are all in these now. Because I was thinking that probably I want all of my products in one place. But now as I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know if that's going to work because, you know, things be getting a little, there's a lot. So I'm thinking maybe I'm going to keep one smaller container of my shape dies. I'm thinking out loud while we're visiting here. So then I've got my embossing folders in this. I really don't know what to do with them. I don't know how to organize them. They're just in here in their packages. So I'm not going to even tackle that right now. I've got some other stuff I need to think about tackling here. But I think for now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to just leave this like it is. We're going to take all of the dies that belong to a specific company that are, so like this is Pink Fresh, Waffle Flower, Crafty Meraki, Lawn Fawn, and I'm going to stick them in there where they go. And they'll just go sideways, just like this. Boop, just put it in. The only thing I'm not going to do that with is my shape dies. And what I mean by that is these. Like if it's a basic shape, I think I'm going to keep it out and just keep it in its own space because these are what I grab for the most, I think. And we'll see how this works for a while. And if I don't like it, we'll change it because we can do that. It's our business. We can do what we want. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm just going to go through. So like this is Waffle Flower, for example. So I'm finding Waffle Flower and I'm just sticking it down in here. This is Pink Fresh. So I'm going to find Pink Fresh, stick this down in there. Mama Elephant. There's some Mama Elephant. I've got several Lawn Fawn seam dies, so I'm going to stick that in there. Altenew. I don't know if you guys can even see what I'm doing. Probably not. So you get this, you get the gist. That's what I'm doing. I'm just going to stick them all in. That's it. So I think that that's really all we're doing in this video. I wanted to give you guys an update. I wanted to show you how I'm going to organize this. I'm going to take you off camera. I'm going to finish cleaning this up and organizing it, wiping everything down, and then I'll bring you back on and show you the finished look. Does that sound good? And then I'm going to link on our resource guide. We're going to have a link to these. The other thing I want to address is this paper. Okay, so let's talk paper. So this paper that's in this container right here is 6x6 and 6x8.5. A young lady named Cecilia emailed me and asked if my containers would hold 6x6. I think she's talking about these. They will not, Cecilia, if you're watching. My plan for these is to cut paper to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 solid cardstock and have a whole bunch of it in here so I can just grab at it. So, and that and my specialty paper, same thing. So that's the plan for that. And then my buddy Tina gave me all these plastic sleeves, these little cello bags to use for my scrapbook paper so I can organize it. So we're making progress. We're getting things done. We're going places. Yes, we are. All right. I think that's everything, guys. For now, I'm going to turn off the camera and get a few things done, and then I'll bring you back and show you what I accomplished. Words are hard sometimes. Okay, friends, check it out. I did it. I fit all 6 of them up here, and this one just kind of hangs over a little bit. No, who cares, right? Like, who cares? Nobody's gonna notice. And this whole shelf now is ready for more stamps and dies. Yes, it is. And then I've got this all down here, and look what I did. I moved my scrapbooks up there. My cards are right there. And I have all my little Pear Blossom Press lights and stuff in that thing. And then I've got just excess storage that I never use up there. Okay, so then on this side of the room, I just want to show you. I grabbed these out of my Pear Blossom Press stash. Let me back you up. See how perfect this is going to work? To have a whole bunch of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch papers cut and put in here. So I think our next video is going to be dealing with this. We're going to make labels for it. We're going to organize it, and we're going to get it situated. Because look how beautiful our embellishments are up here. They look so good. And some of you have been like, you don't have very many embellishments. I'm going to be honest, like, I don't need that many, right? Like I have a ton from Honeybee, and then I've got a whole bunch from Trinity. Like I have enough. And then I have a whole entire drawer full of sequins. I'm good. I'm fine. But this really needs to be handled. All of this, all of this. We need to have some label situations happening. We need to make it beautiful. We got to get it dealt with. Okay? So we're going to do that in our next video, I think, for organizing. And we also need to tackle, let me show you some other things we need to tackle. I need to pull all of these out. These are Alta New inks. I've used them once. You know why? Because they're not labeled. I need to look at them, and then I need to go on Alta New's website and I need to buy the coordinating labels. Come on, Wendy. Oops, those are my distressing labels. That's all that's in this. It's just those Alta News. Okay, then I need to label all of these. These are like honeybee white, honeybee silver, honeybee gold, and then these guys all need to be labeled. So all of that's going to happen in another video because we're not doing it tonight. No sir, no Bob, no ma'am, no, 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 no. Cannot. Look at that baby right there. She's so sweet. Has the sunshine coming in. So it's evening time on a Sunday. Got my coffee, got my water. I think what I'm going to do now is turn on a little true crime. Yep. And, oh, we need to talk about that. Hold on. We need to talk about some true crime real quick. Let me put you down. Okay, let's talk about the true crimes. So I started a channel with my friend Lynn called Murder Mavens. We did 5 episodes, and I just made the decision to turn it over to Lynn, and it's going to be her channel, and I'll be a guest on occasion. But it just, we both had maybe like a little bit different visions of the direction the channel was going to go. And I was okay stepping away from it because, as y'all know, I got a lot of irons in the fire. And it's really something Lynn is passionate about, to talk about like the trial and all of those parts and pieces that come after the true crime story. And I'm more passionate about the true crime story. So anyway, she wanted to do some things that are going to be super fun, like live trial watches and recaps and stuff like that. And I just wasn't in for that. So I think this is just one of those times where we tried it. We evaluated, we were super open and honest with each other about what would work for each of us. And for me, it wasn't going to work the way she wanted to go. And I didn't want her to give up what she wanted to do because of me. So I was super happy handing it over to her. So Murder Mavens is Lynn's deal now. Please continue to support her and watch her. She has some really cool stuff she's going to be doing. And on occasion, I'll be a guest on her channel and hang out with her. But anyway, I just wanted to give you that quick update. So as far as the craft room goes, we made progress tonight. A small amount, just a small thing. We did one area because it's all I can handle tonight, if I'm being honest. It's been a long week. We lost one of our dogs, Molly. We had to put her down, and that was really, really hard. And then my mom had surgery, nothing serious, carpal tunnel surgery, but my sister was going to take her because I was supposed to meet with my creative vault at noon that day. My sister's kids got pink eye, so I ended up taking her. So it's just been one of those weeks where all these like weird, hard things have happened that have just been like either not what you planned or heavy to deal with. And so for me tonight, it's Sunday. We're at the end of the week. My daughter had pig weigh-ins this morning. If you don't know me, if you're new around here, we live a farm life, quasi. It's like mini farm life. We have chickens. We raise pigs. My daughter has a horse. So we had pig weigh-ins this morning. We were there from 6:30 a.m. to noon. And now I'm just having a little me time. I'm having a cup of coffee and did my little bit of organizing, and now I'm gonna craft. Now I'm gonna turn on some true crime. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna make some cards that I wanna make for my heart, for my soul, that feels good to me, to give me a little therapy session. So that's what I'm going to do next. And of course, I'm going to film it, and I'm sure it'll be a video at some point. So, it's like I can't even create without turning the camera on to film, because I don't want you guys to miss anything. So, yeah, I think that that's everything for tonight. We've crafted, or we've organized, we've unwound a little. Now we're going to craft a little, and that's going to be the end of my week. And tomorrow morning is Monday, and we're going to start fresh. And we got a busy week ahead, lots to do, but we're going to do it. All right. I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Don't forget to check the links below. I'm going to do the resource guide. Remember, it's going to be ever evolving. So please don't see it and go like, oh, it's not finished. No, it's not finished, because we're just going to continue to add to it. Join my Creative Vault Facebook group. You can join my email list. There's a link below the video for that. If you want to get emails from me, I send out emails on occasion. I'm not a spammer, but if I got something going on, I want you to know about it, I send an email. Creative Vault is free for 21 days. I think that's everything. We've covered it all. This video is a we have covered it all video. You are now caught up. You know what's happening. And I'm behind on video footage or content creation because I had a crazy week last week, and I should have been making a whole bunch of content for the next couple weeks, and I didn't make any. So by the time you see this, it's probably going to be like a couple days past when I filmed it. And I'm going to work on getting a few more in the tank so that you guys can keep enjoying our little adventure in organizing and creating. I don't know what it is about organizing that is just, it calms me. It makes me feel at peace to have everything in its place and everything in a spot and everything looking beautiful. I love a like beautiful aesthetic that isn't cluttered. I love that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm going to hang a picture on my wall, and then I'm going to get to crafting. Thanks for hanging out with me, friend.